Plus, he is a pastry chef and author, and he's just 18 years old. A little bit later, we're going to head into the kitchen with DC's own Jeremiah Josey to learn more about his big accomplishments and the challenges he has overcome along the way. We'll meet him now. It is Motivation Monday, and our next guest is not letting anything stop him from conquering the world. His name is Jeremiah Josey. He is a 19-year-old aspiring chef, published author, YouTube show host, model who just walked the runway in New York Fashion Week, a part of Tommy Hilfiger's Spring 2018 Adaptive Collection campaign. And that's not all. Jeremiah recently made an appearance on the Steve Harvey Show, and this morning he joins us live in the loft to talk about how he is defying the odds, and he is not letting his autism get to him. It's good to see you. How are you, Jeremiah? It's great to talk to you.
Doing great, sir. Thank you for asking.
We have a lot to get through, so I want to start first of all with the food, because this has been what you've kind of used to get through. You've been dealing with autism, but how has cooking helped you deal with that a little bit better?
Because it lets me know that not to let a certain disability get in the way of what I'm trying to achieve, my goals, and my abilities.
And not just that, but now you're sharing that message with other people. You have a book out where you talk about that. Do you like that, having that opportunity to help other people who might be dealing with autism as well, and let them know that they can also accomplish anything they want?
Yes, sir.
How do you go about telling them that they can do that?
How about I get back to you on that?
That's fine. You can take as much time as you like. Let's talk about the food and how it's helped you. Pastry chef, you're in the kitchen. You've worked with some big names along the way. What gets you excited about making food?
Just how I can put different types of ingredients all together to make a finished yummy product like these.
And this is one of your favorite. What is this right here?
This is pumpkin pie that I made at home. And this big product right here is a confetti birthday cake that I made at Milk Bar.
Well, I want to talk about that, Jeremiah, because you didn't just make this at Milk Bar, like you could just walk into Milk Bar and do it. You had classes at Milk Bar because you just happened to be on the Steve Harvey Show with who?
Chef Christina Josey,
who is the founder of Milk Bar. So you're hanging out with good company, you're on the Steve Harvey Show, and you're with Chef Christina. Did you learn anything from talking with her at all?
Well,
when it came to food or anything like that, did you pick up any cooking tips from her or baking tips?
Well, just that we made what we made in the when we were on the Steve Harvey Show. We made a coffee compost cake, and you know, I didn't really learn any tips. I just enjoyed making it with her.
What was the compost cake? What did you make with Chef Christina?
It was like a coffee compost cake, and it included ingredients like pretzels, chocolate, I think bread, and some other sorts.
That's fantastic. Well, it's a great opportunity to get to work with her, and now she is from the D.C. area. She's from Northern Virginia. Of course, at Milk Bar, which was with Momofuku, who the chef there is from Northern Virginia. Are you going to be the next great chef coming out of the D.C. region?
I think so.
What's your goal? What would you like to do long term?
Well, my goal for right now is to attend culinary school or get an apprenticeship, and then eventually one day have my own pastry shop called Jeremiah's Cakes and Shakes.
I think you're well on your way to that. But it seems like you, as you said, you're not letting autism stand in your way of anything. We're cooking, we're writing books, and we're modeling. How did this modeling thing happen? You were at New York Fashion Week.
That's a good question. How did it all happen is when I first started out with modeling for the Tommy Hilfiger Adaptive line. And the Adaptive line is like a clothing line where individuals with disabilities model for the brand. And I think personally that individuals with disabilities deserve to look good and feel good.
Absolutely, and I think you are a strong ambassador for, not just for that, but for everybody who feels like maybe something is holding them back, and you're proving that you shouldn't let anything hold you back, right?
Right.
All right. Well, listen, it's a pleasure having you here today. We know you're going to have much success in the future, whether you decide to go down the path of writing more books, which may be a follow-up down the road, a little, so folks can check back in and see how you're doing.
Yeah.
And then modeling, or especially in the kitchen, and whether it's going to culinary school or open up your own place, we wish you the best. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, too.
Absolutely. Please keep in touch with Chef Jeremiah. And by the way, he says that, yeah, he and Chef Christina, they're keeping in touch, too. So got to take advantage of those opportunities when you have them, right?
Yep.
Thanks for joining us today here in the Loft. We'll take a short break. Back with more after this.
Cake makes you feel good.
Yeah, it does.
From your head to your
Exactly.
Yes.
So does pie.
Take a look at this.
You like pie?
Didn't want to talk with my mouth full.
This is his
Well, I understand.
Doesn't that look good?
This is Chef Jeremiah, who joined us at the end of last hour, fresh off the Steve Harvey Show, talking about how he's not letting his autism let him down, has a dream of opening up his own pastry restaurant at some point. We wish you the absolute best. The cake is fantastic. Thank you so much for bringing it in today. Very good.
You're welcome.
And you're going to write some more books.
Yes.
And you're going to model some more.
Yep.
You're doing it all. You're jack of all trades. You got skills. Yeah. 19.
You know what I love about this? This is like a party on the plate.
It is.
Right?
Yeah.
It is
Look at
just,
like,
it's so
what do
festive
you
and
have a
fun.
name for this cake? It's like a confetti.
Yeah, it is. It's called a confetti birthday cake.
Yeah.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it.
I love
For a
it.
second, I thought he said confetti waistline buster. Yeah.
It might be that too, but that's what you do on your birthday.
Yes, that's
Bust your
right. That's right.
I'm going to take mine to go, so I appreciate it. Thank you, Chef.
Thank you, sir.
to meet you.
See, I got the biggest plate, so I appreciate it. I appreciate
All
it.
for crying out loud.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Best of
Good
luck
luck.
to you. It was such a
All right.
pleasure having you.
Cool. Awesome.